Sri Shankar Maharaj, Chapter 12, Gandharva of Earth. Once Mr. Narayan Rajhans and his play company artists visited Ganagapur for organizing a play. He also visited the Ganagapur temple. He stayed there for some days. After finishing his last play, he and the artists came to Ganagapur railway station to return back. But they missed their last train. All the artists slept on an empty stomach on the railway platform. Nobody was able to sleep as they were hungry and restless. Late night on the platform, a peddler was selling puri bhaji, that is a kind of bread and vegetable. Master Krishna Rao saw the peddler and woke everyone. All of them had their fill of puri bhaji. When the people tried to give money to the peddler, he said, "Give it to me tomorrow in the morning." The next morning, all the play company people were ready for their train, but there was no sight of the peddler. The train was on the platform and they did not wish to miss it again. They all boarded the train and the train left Ganagapur railway station. On reaching Sholapur railway station, Mr. Narayan Rajans saw the peddler. He rushed towards the peddler and offered him money. But the peddler refused the money and said, "I don't want money, but I want a promise from you." Mr. Narayan Rajans inquired about the promise the peddler needed. On that, the peddler replied, "Narayan, from now onwards, you start singing hymns of God every Thursday. And don't forget to light frank incense and remember me before starting every play. My blessings are always with you. Don't be afraid, I am behind you, is my Guru's bold dictum and I am giving it to you. Narayan, you would become Gandharva, that is a celestial singer of this earth." Mr. Narayan Rajans was surprised to hear these words from a peddler. Then Master Krishna Rao recognized Sri Shankar Maharaj disguised as the peddler. Mr. Narayan Rajans and all the artists bowed their heads on Maharaj's feet and worshipped him. Mr. Narayan Rajans obeyed accordingly and started lighting frank incense before every play and singing hymns every Thursday. For 32 years, Mr. Narayan Rajans sang hymns in Rao Saheb Mahandale's mansion in Pune. Mr. Narayan Rajans performed Satyanarayan's puja, that is worship of God Satyanarayan, and distributed prasad. Sri Shankar Maharaj's word turned to be reality, and Mr. Narayan Rajans became Bal Gandharva of Earth. Sri Shankar Maharaj pulled the theatre curtains in Mr. Narayan Rajan's place for having fun. He also acted in some of the plays. Once Maharaj playfully separated all the organs of his body and scattered them on the stage using Kanda Yoga. Seeing this scene, all the people got frightened and ran away. Sri Shankar Maharaj had a thorough knowledge of yoga. Once at the time of the show, the villain of the play was not able to come for the show. Maharaj knew the play and its dialogues by heart. So he decided to act in the play as a villain. In one scene, he had to fight with another actor with a sword. Maharaj's hands were bent, so he missed the strike of the sword and hit the head of the actor. He cut the nerve of the actor with the sword. Blood started oozing out from the neck. Everybody was scared on seeing blood on the floor. At that very moment, Maharaj's Guru Sri Sadguru Swami Samarth shouted in Maharaj's ears, "What are you doing? Save the actor. He is dying." Within a fraction of a second, Maharaj held the actor's neck tightly with his hands close to his body. After some time, the actor was on his feet. Maharaj gave the actor a new life by his power of yoga. Sri Shankar Maharaj made Mr. Narayan Rajans the Bal Gandharva because Mr. Narayan Rajans had full faith and love in Maharaj and obeyed every word of Maharaj's and followed it accordingly. Once, Mr. Narayan Rajans had high fever on the day of the play. Maharaj gave him cigarette ash in a bottle of soda to drink. Mr. Narayan Rajan's fever was cured and the play was a huge success. In Mr. Narayan Rajan's life, we can see only one thing very clearly. that everything is possible if you have the blessings of saints like Sri Shankar Maharaj. Jai Shankar Maharaj.